In the cool spring of 1926, a little princess was born to the Duke and Duchess of York. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, fondly known as Lilibet within the family, came into the world with no expectation of ruling. Her father, Albert, was the second son of King George V, placing her far down the line of succession. Yet, destiny, as it so often does, had other plans. Hello jewelry lovers! Today, we'll be taking a look at the jewelry collection of the late and inspiring Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II. In this video, we will take a tour down memory lane to get a closer look at the life of the late Queen through her magnificent jewelry collection. But before we get into it, I am super excited to announce that our website is now live. Yes! This has taken quite some time, but I am happy that we are finally here. Please visit our website at sewelomark.com to discover news, reviews, and interesting stories in the world of jewelry. I am really excited to share this with you. As always, if you're new here, welcome! My name is Amanda, and on this channel, we discuss all things related to jewelry. So please hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Now, let's jump in. Elizabeth's early years were spent in quiet dignity, a world away from the splendor of the crown. She was an intuitive child with a deep love for horses and dogs, spending her days at the family's London home or their country retreat in Windsor. Her parents taught her humility, a strong sense of duty, and the value of family, principles that would define her reign decades later. At just 10 years old, her life changed dramatically. Her uncle, King Edward VIII, abdicated the throne in 1936 to marry Wallis Simpson, thrusting her father into the role of King George VI. With her father's ascension, Elizabeth became the heir presumptive. This unexpected shift transformed her childhood, marking the beginning of her preparation for a role she could scarcely have imagined. World War II further shaped her character. As London faced the Blitz, Elizabeth and her sister Margaret lived at Windsor Castle, away from the dangers of the city. But even in wartime, the young princess found ways to contribute. At 18, she joined the Auxiliary Territorial Service, training as a mechanic and driver, an experience that showed her pragmatism and sense of service. When her beloved father passed away unexpectedly in 1952, the young princess, then just 25 years old, was thrust into the role of queen. She had been on a diplomatic tour in Kenya when the news reached her. Overnight, her life transformed. The young wife and mother of two was now the head of state for not only the United Kingdom, but also for a rapidly evolving Commonwealth of Nations. But Elizabeth was ready. Her years as a princess had instilled in her a deep understanding of duty and the weight of responsibility. Her coronation on June 2nd, 1953 was not just a ceremony. It was a turning point in history. It was one of the first major global events broadcast live on television, watched by millions who marveled at her poise and strength as she accepted the crown. From that day forward, she became more than a monarch. She became a symbol of tradition, stability, and quiet endurance. Her life as a queen was defined not just by the decisions she made, but by the way she carried herself, her crown, and the legacy of the British monarchy. For over 7 decades, Queen Elizabeth II ruled with unwavering grace. Her presence is a symbol of stability in an ever-changing world. But woven into her story, almost as much as her sense of duty, was her love for jewelry, not as mere adornment, but as a reflection of her identity as monarch, diplomat, wife, and mother. At formal occasions like state banquets, diplomatic receptions, and official engagements, Queen Elizabeth II adorned herself with some of the most exquisite pieces of jewelry ever assembled. Her personal collection was vast, reported to consist of more than 300 items, 98 brooches, 46 necklaces, 37 bracelets, 34 pairs of earrings, 20 tiaras, 15 rings, 14 watches, and 5 pendants. Now that's a lot. Among these, some pieces stood out as emblematic of her reign. Her personal style, and her role as a global icon. Today, we'll be exploring the most notable pieces of Queen Elizabeth II's high jewelry collection. It's important to note that Queen Elizabeth II's jewelry collection will be incomplete without the crown jewels, a dazzling array of ceremonial regalia steeped in history. Among them, the St. Edward crown stands supreme as the centerpiece of British coronations for over 350 years. Adorned with over 400 gemstones and crafted from solid gold, this crown represents the sacred nature of the monarchy. It was last placed upon the Queen's head on June 2nd, 1953. Then, there's the Imperial State Crown, worn by Queen Elizabeth II during the state opening of Parliament. It boasts the Cullinan 2 diamond, a stone cut from the largest diamond ever discovered. The crown also features the Black Prince's ruby, believed to have been worn by King Henry V at the Battle for Agincourt, and the Stuart sapphire, a gem with ties to the exiled Stuart monarchy. One of Queen Elizabeth II's most iconic pieces, the King George IV State Diadem, was created in 1820 for King George IV. Adorned with 1,333 diamonds, totaling over 300 carats. It features roses, shammocks, and thistles to symbolize the United Kingdom. Originally crafted for male monarchs, the diadem became synonymous with queens when adopted by Queen Victoria. Queen Elizabeth II wore the diadem frequently, including for her coronation procession in 1953 and for the annual state opening of Parliament. Often paired with her favorite pearls, this piece came to symbolize her regal presence. Now, let's start the tour of Queen Elizabeth II's jewelry collection properly with her favorite tiaras, necklaces, earrings, parures, and brooches. The Queen Mary Fringe Tiara, made in 1919, is a spiked masterpiece that can also be worn as a necklace. Its diamonds were repurposed from a Collingwood and Cone necklace, originally gifted by Queen Victoria. In 1936, Queen Mary passed the tiara to her daughter-in-law, Queen Elizabeth, later the Queen Mother. This tiara's fame soared when Princess Elizabeth wore it as a something borrowed for her 1947 wedding to Prince Philip. A dramatic twist occurred when the tiara snapped on the morning of the ceremony. Thanks to the quick repairs of a royal jeweler, it was restored just in time. The Grand Duchess Vladimir Tiara, originally owned by the Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna of Russia, has a dramatic history. Designed by Karl Edvard Boleyn in 1874, the tiara featured 15 drop pearls. It was smuggled out of revolutionary Russia in 1917 by British art dealer Albert Stopford. In 1921, Queen Mary acquired the tiara for £28,000 and modified it to hold either pearls or the Cambridge emeralds. Queen Elizabeth II inherited it in 1953, frequently pairing it with her emerald parures. Its versatility made it a favorite for state occasions and portraits. If you want to see the high jewelry collection of the amazing Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna, click the link at the top. Commissioned by Queen Elizabeth II in 1973, the Burmese Ruby Tiara blends beauty with symbolism. Designed by Garrard & Co., it features 96 rubies gifted from the people of Burma, now Myanmar, as a wedding gift present. The rubies are believed to protect against sickness and evil. The diamonds were repurposed from a Cartier tiara gifted by the Nizam of Hyderabad, showcasing the Queen's practical yet sentimental approach to jewelry. The tiara's rose motif, with ruby centers and diamond petals, became a striking emblem of Elizabeth's timeless taste. The coronation earrings, crafted for Queen Victoria in 1858, are quintessentially regal, featuring diamonds sourced from an old garter badge and the Koh-i-Noor amulet, The design includes a brilliant diamond, a smaller stone, and a pear-shaped drop. Queen Elizabeth wore these earrings at her coronation in 1953 and numerous formal occasions thereafter, ensuring their place in royal tradition. A pair of perfectly matching brilliant cut diamonds, the Queen Victoria stud earrings are simple yet exquisite. Passed down through generations, it soon became a popular piece in Queen Elizabeth II's jewelry collection. The earrings reflected Elizabeth's affinity for timeless designs with historical significance. The King Faisal necklace, crafted by Harry Winston, was gifted by King Faisal of Saudi Arabia during his 1967 state visit. This necklace features an array of baguette and brilliant cut diamonds in an elegant geometric design. Queen Elizabeth wore it at a Dorchester Hotel banquet and later loaned it to Diana, Princess of Wales, during her 1983 Australian tour, as well as to Sophie, Countess of Wessex, in 2012. Commissioned in 1830 and made by Rondell Bridge & Co., the Queen Adelaide fringed necklace was originally a flexible circlet of diamonds owned by George III. Later modified by Queen Victoria to function as both a necklace and a tiara, it became a cherished heirloom. Queen Elizabeth II valued its historical significance and often wore it during formal engagements, pairing it with tiaras like the Queen Mary fringe. This dazzling parure was a gift to Queen Elizabeth in 1953 by the President and the people of Brazil. The set includes a necklace and earrings featuring oblong aquamarines bordered by diamonds. Elizabeth later commissioned a matching tiara and bracelet, completing the parure. Its cool tones suited Elizabeth's understated yet sophisticated style, making it one of her favorite ensembles for evening occasions. The George VI Victorian suite was gifted to Princess Elizabeth by her father, King George VI, as a wedding present in 1947. The set, originally crafted in 1850, consists of a sapphire and diamond necklace and matching earrings. Elizabeth had the necklace shortened in 1952, using the removed sapphire to create a pendant. She later added a sapphire tiara and bracelet in 1963 to complete the suite, which perfectly matched the blue robes of her Order of Garter. The parure became one of her most iconic jewelry sets, symbolizing her close bond with her father. One of the most iconic pieces in the high jewelry collection of Queen Elizabeth II, this intricate flower brooch centers a 23.6 carat flawless pink diamond gifted to her by Canadian geologist Dr. John Williamson in 1947 as a wedding gift. Expertly cut by Brifel and Lama, the diamond remains the world's largest of its kind. In 1953, Cartier crafted the brooch, setting the gem at the heart of a platinum and diamond flower, using additional stones also gifted by Dr. Williamson. The Cullinan 3 and 4 brooch, affectionately named Granny Chips, features two diamonds cut from the Cullinan diamond, a 94.4 carat pair and a 63.6 carat cushion. Queen Mary had the stone set into a brooch, which Queen Elizabeth II inherited in 1953. Often worn for significant occasions, this brooch embodies the grandeur of Queen Elizabeth II's jewelry collection. From the iconic tiaras of her wedding day to the heirlooms passed down through generations, Queen Elizabeth II's jewelry was a reflection of her identity, her reign, and her enduring commitment to tradition. Each piece in her collection tells a story, not just of a queen, but of the people, places, and history she represented. Now that we've looked through a few pieces from the amazing high jewelry collection of Queen Elizabeth II, it's time to grade her collection using the Gems and Jewelry's 5-part metrics, which are personality. How well does the collection mirror Queen Elizabeth II? Timelessness. Every collection needs classic pieces. Does this collection have them? Versatility. Does the collection represent various stones and designs? Flexibility. What's the ratio of everyday pieces to special pieces in this collection? Genius. Do we have enough unexpected designs to wow the imagination in this collection? For personality, I'd grade this collection 5 out of 5. Queen Elizabeth II's jewelry collection perfectly reflected her regal yet understated style. Each piece, from the historic George IV state diadem to personal brooches like the Williamson pink diamond, mirrored her role as both a monarch and an individual. The collection's strong ties to history and symbolism also mirrored her persona. When it comes to timelessness, the Queen's collection scores 5 out of 5. The collection is a masterclass in timelessness. With pieces like the tiara and the coronation earrings, it boasts designs that have captivated generations and will continue to do so for centuries. For versatility, this collection scores 4 out of 5. It features a rich variety of gemstones, diamonds, sapphires, emeralds, rubies, aquamarines, paired with elegant designs. However, the focus is predominantly on traditional stones, with fewer experimental or contemporary styles that will further enhance its versatility. When it comes to flexibility, this collection is a 3 out of 5. While the collection contains iconic ceremonial jewels, such as tiaras and necklaces, everyday pieces like brooches and pearls ensure practicality. That said, the sheer grandeur of many items limit their flexibility for casual occasions. Finally, for genius, I rate this collection 4 out of 5. From the intricate artistry of the Burmese ruby tiara to the innovative Cambridge emeralds in the Vladimir tiara, the collection showcases elements of ingenuity. However, it leans heavily on traditional appeal and creativity. Overall, the high jewelry collection of Queen Elizabeth II earns a grand score of 21 out of 25. So what are your thoughts on the late Queen's collection? Let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the world of high jewelry. Oh, by the way, if you want to see a collection that is understated yet chic, and you're really interested in blowing your socks off, I suggest you see the collection of Melania Trump. Click the link on the screen to watch it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.